Thank you very much, Colonel. Welcome aboard, folks.
Hey, welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. I take off one day, and then I'm down in Dallas, and I hear about the Ebola doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Ebola doctor in New York City.
He goes bowling. He is on a Uber. He
Gets
takes an Uber
meatballs.
car.
Crazy.
Yeah, that restaurant, no one was showing up at the restaurant over the weekend. No one wanted to go there.
Right.
It's a popular restaurant in Greenwich.
And I think the mayor then wound up going, didn't he?
Exactly, yeah, for a photo opportunity.
Everything's
to
fine.
Say it's fine.
So anyway, we've got news regarding that doctor, plus also that nurse who's been held. Now she's going to sue Chris Christie. That's what she's threatening. Got a lot of breaking news, but we start with Heather and the headlines.
Hi, good morning to you guys. Hope
Heather.
you had a great weekend and good
More on that later, including what happened in the NFL. Thanks, Heather.
Thanks.
Hey, let's talk about what's going on with the battle over Ebola. As Steve mentioned, in New York City, we were stunned to find out that a 33-year-old doctor who has to be a wonderful person because he goes over with Doctors Without Borders and was treating patients with Ebola in West Africa, came back, and after a few days and after jogging, having a low-grade fever, it turns out he had Ebola. Then we look back at and the president took a beating in a fun, comical way on Saturday Night Live.
It makes that Klain appointment to look political, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's so funny to see that guy. He's the guy who plays me on that show with the dark hair.
Right.
It's like he's playing me, but I've got your hair on.
Steve, can I just say something? They made a transition. Thank you. They made a transition on Saturday Night Live to two guys. Who was the first guy that left? He's now in the movies, and they transitioned to that
Which
guy.
one? That's like every
I know,
guy.
I know.
Bill Murray? How far back do you want to start?
Right.
Who's the
Exactly.
guy? Where's Chris Chula? Yeah, we'll restart. I don't want to screw up the whole show.
There's 40 years of guys who went to the movies.
Got so many of them going through my mind.
Okay, I'll think of it. Okay, he's kind of famous.
Well, you think about that. Let's hand it over to you, Heather.
All right, good morning. We'll get you some coffee too, Brian. Good morning to you all.
I don't know, but
Those are your headlines.
it never could. It couldn't slow down. The buck could not stop there.
I get it.
You're on a roll, Deucey.
Jason
Sudeikis.
Sudeikis. Thank you.
But he never played me on the show.
Yes, he
went
did.
to the University
Ryan's
of Kansas.
debating you
That's
on
why
that.
you're thinking
I'm
him.
debating it. Maria Molina. We won't ask you.
Matt, thanks, Leah.
Thank you.
Very nice. All right, coming up next on Fox.
Listen close. The son of an NFL player makes a stunning admission. His dad is not his favorite player.
Whoa.
The mullet fish.
So if you're looking for mullet news, we
Yeah.
have it. So fantastic.
Full service.
All right, so at 27 minutes before the top of the hour, let's talk about something else I found somewhat surprising.
Yeah, there's a fellow, Tim Ferriss, is a chef. He's been on this program before in the past. He's got a new book out. It's called The 4-Hour Chef, and stuff like that. Well, as it turns out, the European publisher didn't like any mention of the knives, or the guns, or the hunting, so they cut it because it had to do with knives, guns, and hunting.
And it was 80 pages
Yeah.
of the original book they've cut out because they say folks on the other side of the pond aren't going to want that in their books.
Yeah, but they want it on their plate. So what are they going to do, verbally coax the fish out of the water? Here's what Ferriss said on the importance of hunting, quote,
Where do they think food comes from?
the supermarket.
We want to hear from
before
all
that.
of you. We want to hear from all of you at home. Send in your comments.
Right.
It's friends at
Yeah,
foxnews.com.
either story, the mullet story or this story.
Yes.
Whatever you find more controversial.
All right, it is now 25 minutes before the top of the hour. Heather Nauert's got a bunch of news for us on this Monday.
Yeah, good morning to you. Let's start out. Water's to be, and there's
Right.
not much you can do.
That's
if you
why I
get
stay in a
trapped.
lake.
Very
Right.
scary. That's happened to me before, gone under the water, and you don't think you're coming back up.
Next to him with the controller has something to do with it.
That is so funny.
Congratulations, Brian. That's
gonna be
awesome.
great.
Oh, thanks.
Very
Thank you
exciting
very
for
much. It's bendable.
That's right.
All right, 19 minutes before the top
Like
of
the
hour.
iPhone.
Unfortunately. Coming up, one country paying its citizens cash.
There, if you've ever wondered what your husband and son do while you're gone, this might be it.
Oh, no.
That many people, a
Lyrics,
huge
although
audience.
familiar.
See,
Sure.
this is what you do, Heather. You just demand they put it on the big screen.
On the Jumbotron?
Yeah, put the words on the Jumbotron and I'll do it. If
so-
not, I'm not going to do it.
You know, it's one of those
So
things.
then you would be turned away from the audience looking out that way?
But it doesn't matter
This
the
is a
TV
visual
audience.
aid.
Don't worry about the audience. Usually it goes, it goes all the way around. We have a circular audience. Then we have a live set.
You know, it's one of those songs. It's easy to sing when you're singing with a huge group of people,
Right.
Sure.
but when you're by yourself and you're that one person,
Yeah.
it would be easy to
Yeah, in
screw
front
up,
of how
I
many
have to
people?
say.
70,000 people?
Yeah,
I
a
don't know.
lot.
And the
About
people
that many.
watch it.
Huge.
And
Yeah.
us.
So-
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
Heather.
Thank you.
All right, meanwhile, straight ahead on this Monday, the man
is proving to me, you got to back up that story, Leah. Is this true? We are actually planning against this?
Well, you know, the Navy has technology. They do some amazing things there.
They do. Do they rent it out for parties? Because kids would love it.
I kept asking if I could jump in with a surfboard, and they told me no. But
A different type of wave pool than we're all used to, right?
Splash Mountain.
just a little bit, yeah.
That's one time we don't need to private. It's one thing we don't need to privatize, Steve. All right, thanks a lot. Great job.
Thank you.
Fantastic. All right, coming up straight ahead, the son of an NFL player makes a stunning admission. His dad is not his favorite player on the team.
Who was the one? Very
I
nice.
like that contest.
Congratulations.
That's fun.
All right. Meanwhile, let's tell you a little bit about this. Tim Ferriss is a guy who's got a blog and writes books. And for the latest book called 4 Hour Chef.
What backstrap means? What does that mean? Do you guys know?
It's a recipe. Go ahead, go onto our Facebook page and weigh in on this. We're trying real hard to get Tim on the show so he can talk about it. In the meantime, we'd like to hear from you.
We had venison spaghetti growing up. It was delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure.
You had to eat what you hunt.
We had pheasant
that's the
all the
idea.
time growing up in Kansas.
Yeah.
My mom would hunt her own meatballs. I don't know how she would do it, but she had this fantastic
That's the Italian way of hunting.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. No feet.
Yeah. All right.
That's Long Island hunting, right,
that's
Brian? Just outside of New York City. Steve, the worst part, though, about that pheasant was if you got some shot in your mouth.
There was always
Could
some,
almost
there was
crack a
always
tooth
some
that way.
shot. It was always a little, you needed a Geiger counter.
You're a big hunter, right?
Well, my grandparents
Sure.
and parents were, certainly.
Right.
All right, I've got some headlines now, and those are your headlines.
She didn't give her the car. You get a car.
I know, right?
That's great. If I'm going to get hit, I'd like to be by a famous person. That would definitely be great.
You always jump out to make sure they don't sue.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. This knows which sex is the most vain, and the answer might shock you.
I hear you. Thank you very
That's
much.
Brian and Steve in the morning.
By the way, the paperback version of George Washington's Secret Six with Nuke there.
All right. Fits in your back pocket. We're very excited about it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.